Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back into another video. My name is Kreepers, and today I'm here to talk about the recent teasers that came out that I did a video, like recently. The most recent video that I have on my channel is actually about that. And let me just calibrate something here real quick. There we go, much better. Now the mouth actually moved when it's supposed to move. But today I'm not here only to talk about new teasers. I'm also to talk about information that has been confirmed to me by developers themselves. And before we get into that, remember, Q&A might be happening soon enough. And on this video and even the previous video, probably the next video as well, I'll separate them for like 3 videos or so. You are more than welcome to go down in the comments below and say, here's a question for the QA, and then just ask whatever you want to know about my personal life, or just about me, my plans for the future, or etc. Just whatever you feel like you would want to see in a Q&A, I'll be gladly to take a look and answer to the most important questions there is in a future video. So with that said and done, now let's talk about the teasers. So if we go back into my video of yesterday, which is right here, this is the video that I brought in with a theory of, is Paladins Battlegrounds coming back? Now, I want people to understand a little tiny thing. This is just a theory, right? There was a theory that it could potentially come back. And the reason for that was, if you enter the video, you'll see that I have links in the description. You can go over here. The post is this one. And on this post, they say, this week in the realm, we brought back a classic post with a new purpose. Get a sneak peek into the next update's theme. Check out some of our favorite spooky fan art and prepare to the return of Floor is Lava. But then when you walk into the page itself, you will see this picture. Now, this picture is actually from Battlegrounds. It was actually confirmed to me that it was actually from Battlegrounds, a concept, but this does not mean the Battlegrounds is coming back. I don't know when it's coming back. I do know, however, that the developer who I talked to confirmed to me there's no Battlegrounds coming back. You can actually share that information, at least for now. It's not meant to come back, at least in this patch, if it's ever to come back. So it's not that. However, I then started seeing some people talking about other things. They talk about here, something wicked this way comes. So this is more to set the theme. If you go back, it says here the updates theme of sort of Halloween or something like that. So if you guys remember correctly, there was a battle pass that was for the Leon skin, the Zin skin, I think, which was a little bit more like, I don't know, like demon style, whatever you want. There's other battle passes very close to it. And then I saw Paladins the Game channel posting this. So very much likely what they're doing there is actually giving us the information that this is going to be some sort of a dark theme. The reason why I'm talking about that specific theme is because if we go here, not this one, sorry, here, and then here, this one is very, very close to the style of this picture. So chances are this is a skin that is coming for a battle pass or event pass, sorry, that it's inside of the same style. So dark conflict or something dark. I don't remember the name of the event pass. You guys might remember. You're more than free to welcome to go down in the comments below and let me know which one it is. However, which skin is this? So I have a theory that very much likely this is Nyx. Now, however, this does not look like a art, a splash art. So it's either like what happens usually, an avatar, and I can show you here, for example, that there were avatars. Where are they? There were avatars, for example, for skins that never actually came out. So on the one that I'm talking about, for example, there it is. So this came out, Dark Embrace Bomb King, and also this one, Dark Embrace Pit. I think those were actually from the Corrupted event pass. This is the one that I'm talking about, Dark Gaze and so on. But there are very often avatars that will show up here that you know, they're look-alike skins of how certain champions would look like inside of this theme, but they don't actually exist. That's what I'm trying to say. This avatar might or might not be for a skin that exists in the game in this next event pass, and might, you know, so it's a big confusion. But if it had to be for somebody, it very much likely would have to be for Nyx. And the reason why for Nyx, for multiple different reasons, I've been investigating a little bit. First of all, the crystal in her head, symbolizing the crystal of her crown. So right there, that little crystal there that you see there. All right, she has that little crystal there, so it would make a lot of sense that would be it. Then again, horns, just like she usually has in her normal skin. Her face looks very similar, like very similar. Like there's no doubt in my mind that this is her. It could potentially be Ashe because of this shoulder thingy here, but then again, Nyx is the most recent champion that doesn't have any skins. So this definitely looks like, you know, this definitely looks like Nyx. Not only that, but then if you could have got down to comments below, somebody by the name of Vora Asumi said the following: ever seen someone have all their blood punched out of their body? Question mark. And if you're not familiar with what this line represents, this is actually a line that Nyx herself says. And then she goes and, you know, in response with the, well, I'll be happy to demonstrate. And then Paladins the game answered, if you haven't, she would show you. Which is her answer to her very same question on her voice line. So not only is this more of a confirmation, now it could just be a small interaction, you know, like whatever is in the account, it could be cryptic. They noticed that, you know, that this line specifically was for Nyx and then decided to answer it. Maybe, but it's more likely to be Nyx than anything else. We could be looking into a sort of demon Halloween style of event pass, that's for sure. Halloween's coming up. I don't know exactly when the showcase is going to be, but if they're presenting teasers now, I'm imagining it should be day 11, the showcase. And then potentially, if you go inside of the game, if you're ever questioning yourself, when is the patch coming? Don't bother yourself asking in the comments below. I might not even be able to answer to you because sometimes I read the I read the comments, but sometimes I don't have the time to answer. Just go inside of the game and check it. It says 20 days remaining, right? It says 20 days remaining. Now here, we're at date 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sure, let me pause. So day 25 should be the next patch. Now they have to do a PDS at least 2 weeks prior to a patch. So showcase should be actually around the corner. Showcases are usually at Wednesdays, which means day 11 might be very much likely the showcase. PDS then should usually open at Friday or Saturday or whatever. And then, you know, we have this little week of testing and seeing if there's anything that could remotely break the game entirely, or if it's anything that they can just work on real quick. And then eventually you'll have the showcase, not the showcase, sorry, the patch at day 25. This should be how it works. I might be wrong, so don't take my word 100% granted. Now, here's the thing. This is not the only thing that they did. There's another thing that might be potentially even the most biggest news here of this video that I'm presenting to you, and possibly this entire patch, which would be the rework of Kasumi. Now, if you're wondering why would I have that in mind, this was posted. Fu left actually noticed Kasumi 3 dots. Now, you're probably thinking, okay, but this is just a trailer of Kasumi. There's nothing else there. Nobody's saying anything. True, but then if you go into the quotes, which apparently doesn't let me see the quotes. Can I see the quotes, please? How do you see the quotes on this? My lord. I love Twitter. I can't view quotes. Oh, now it's in a separate button. Thank you, Twitter, for changing things that nobody literally asked you. You can literally spell it out and still some players won't see it. Can't wait to share more soon. Read it again. You can literally spell it out. Now let's go back to it. F L A N Okay, which stands for flank. So, chances are Kasumi might actually go back to her original design, which was meant to be a flank. Believe it or not. This is actually information going around. It's nothing secret. Kasumi was meant to be a flank. Caspian was meant to be a damage. Somehow they switched roles and Caspian ended up becoming a flank just because he has 2 dashes, and to make it a bit more viable, they both have separate cooldowns so they can be on cooldown at the same time with both dashes, which is a unique feature. Only Grok has it on his totems and no other champion in the entire game. So that made him a flank apparently, even though every single other thing on his kit screams damage, but you know me. And Kasumi, originally, if you go back into her splash arts, let me see if I have it available here. If you go back into the splash arts of Kasumi, you should be able to find some mini scythes on that splash art, which is this right here. These little 2 mini scythes. Now, this remains in the splash art. This was meant to be her weapon. She was meant to work like Izanami from Smite. And not only that, but she was meant to be a flank and not a damage. So, now I don't know 100% what's going to happen. We actually haven't been told, the partners and everything. But the chances of this actually being a full rework to her main weapon are pretty big. I mean, there's been people going around, developers going around saying that there's some pretty, big things happening soon enough, and that, they just can't wait to see the reaction of people. Personally, if this is what is going to happen, the weapon being changed to 2 mini sights, and if it works a little bit like Izanami, where you throw them, they go a little like boomerangs, and they come back, so they can potentially do damage 2 times. That'd be fantastic. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the concepts that Thunderbrush had. Unfortunately, he deleted everything. But he had concepts that were done for Kasumi before she was released. One was where she was a witch. Essentially, she became a witch after dying drowned in a lake and came back with a book. And she would use water as an element. Then the other design was the mini scythes, and then there was another design that was sort of like a musical instrument resembling one of those horizontal arps, where she would essentially hit those chords and they would throw kunais or nails or knives or whatever, and that was another design. The design that ended up being for Kasumi was the doll with the nail, which a lot of you know that it was designed by the Evil Mojo, but the person in charge of this project was actually my good friend Nico. He wanted to try something new, but unfortunately many people disliked it, and they disliked it so much that Harris had to go to the point of nerfing Kasumi to a point where literally nobody would play her. She would be forgotten in a corner until one day, when they had a little bit of time, they could finally do something about it. So now I'm actually super thrilled to see what exactly did they do. Is it actually a good change? Is it a bad change? Is it actually reworks or just numbers are going to be changed? I don't know. I really hope that they are reworking the weapon. I'm in no disrespect for my friend Nico, but obviously if the entire community is against it, might as well just listen to them and change it and just let them be happy about it, so nobody can complain about that and they can move on to the next big thing that needs to be changed. So watch out, folks. Day 11 might be the showcase. Obviously, you guys already know how it works. When the showcase happens, I will be live on my channel on twitch.tv/Kreepers, live reacting to it, and you are more than welcome to join us there. I've been starting to do a lot more streams on my channel, and I'm just really hoping you guys show up, even if it is just to say hi, leave a lurk, whatever. We're all there, we're having a good time, and we're definitely going to have a good time live reacting to the showcase. So if you don't want to miss that notification of like the title saying showcase time, you can just follow my Twitch, go to my YouTube channel. It also has like the links right on the banner, or you can just go to twitch.tv/Kreepers. You can also go to Linktree, which essentially the website is, I can actually type it here for you, Linktree, then .ee/Kreepers. And inside of this, I messed up. Inside of this website, you're gonna be able to find every single one of my socials, every single thing that I need you guys to find, essentially, all my socials, my Discord, different channels, etc. All of them are here, and you guys are more than welcome to check it out. And, you know, if you follow the channels, you will receive the notifications and you'll know exactly when the showcase happens. So thank you so much for watching. That'll be it for today. Don't forget to go ask those questions for the Q&A down below. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.